night with arms wide.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is OCCW and the Royal Ramble with our OCCW Tag Team Champions, B.A. Marcus Frey,
gang.
Azrael, and Jonathan Mellis.
I am not part of the Tag Team Champions. I am Jonathan Mellis. I am your host for the Royal Ramble, Orange County Championship Wrestling's flagship station on its flagship show. Or is it its flagship show on its flagship station? To my left.
John, real quick, I think we have a broken roller coaster to your up above.
Well, you know what? We have Fast Pass, so we'll be okay. To my left, the inconceivably incomplete, incognito,
irresponsible,
doesn't have his title.
I have an explanation.
One half of the Orange County Tag Team Champions, Azrael. And to my right, some people say he's better at meeting fakes. Some people say he's bad at making friends. Some even say he's better at meeting females. But I say he is badass Marcus Frey. How you doing, champ?
Doing good.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Orange County Championship Wrestling's Royal Ramble. We have a lot of stuff to get into today. How are you doing today, Az?
Well, first of all, let me explain the situation. So about 2 weeks ago, I was having fun. I was at a local steakhouse called a Black Angus, having myself a little celebration, living the life as I am the tag team champion. And I bring my tag team championship belt wherever I go. I might have had a few too many at the Black Angus, and I left my belt on the table. So maybe my Uber took it. Maybe there's a waiter at the Black Angus who's running around with my tag team championship. But I expect that property returned to me by the time of our show on September the 14th. You know, and in retribution, I went out to the AEW show, and I am in possession of your belt, Chris Jericho. So will you trade me your belt for mine? You bring me my tag team championship title belt. You can have your belt back, or I'm going to sell it for the cost of one whole brick. One cinder block for the man who brings me the AEW championship.
Yeah, I thought you meant a different kind of brick. That would be more.
No, you wild for that, B.A.
All right. B.A., you want to explain to me where your tag team partner's title is?
I just sold you.
He just sold you.
I'll get it back. I'm on the hunt for it. I'm calling every Uber driver in town.
All right.
I'm going back to that Black Angus. I wrote a Yelp review. You know what I mean? I lost a couple of pounds. I was looking to gain some weight, and my belt was missing. Then my pants fell down because I got no belt for my pants.
Well, one of our audience member, Adam Woods, he actually works for Uber.
Adam Woods, bring me back my belt.
I heard he was actually starting a new thing with both, because most Uber drivers are also Lyft drivers, right? And he wanted to, and it's already kind of, so he wanted to make a new service, kind of combining the Lyft and Uber together. I think
Luber?
he's calling it Luber. Yeah,
Luber.
That's Adam Woods. Talk with him about it.
Lubes him up real
This
good.
weekend, All Elite Wrestling held its third. Is it its third pay-per-view?
His third inaugural.
Yeah, it's annual now, or maybe it's his fourth. It's annual event, All Out. It's been a year that they've been putting on their shows. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Let's start with.
So it's fourth.
Chris Jericho is the youngest AEW champion of all time.
Jesus Christ, if that's the youngest, there's nowhere to go from there but up.
Well, but he is the youngest, in that isn't he the first?
Yeah, but let's not the youngest of all time.
Chris Jericho versus Hangman Page. Your thoughts?
It's just so far so good.
Hangman Page is an amazing talent. That guy. I mean, I watched him when he was out in Japan, and that guy knows how to really turn a show out. It's sad that Jon Moxley couldn't be there. Obviously, that's why we were walking around with missing title from Chris Jericho. Fantastic.
You know what? Jon Moxley's situation is the exact reason why I spent 2 hours scrubbing that friggin' ring down today. Mercer is no joke.
No, it's no joke.
Yeah, take it from a guy who's been in MMA since MMA's whole life. Yeah. That Mercer and Ringworm and things like Staff, those are not.
You don't make light of Staff.
And let that be, think about that out there. Those of you in the indie scene, you are wrestling in rings that get sweated on and bled on, and 9 times out of 10 packed up and transported to the next town or to the next show. They don't get cleaned. They don't get disinfected. right? It's only a matter of time before we have something really bad happen to one of these not uncleaned, uninsured, indie wrestlers that, after your show, you don't get to take a shower right away 9 times out of 10. You got to jump in your car, drive all the way back home before you do that.
God knows what's on you.
Yeah, from that ring and from maybe there are other wrestlers, So
when you're walking around on a ring mat, the blood is so thick you could chip it off with a screwdriver. That's just
that's pretty bad. Yeah, and and when people are proud of that. All right.
I try to shower right after the gym, but it's a little. There's a lot of naked old dudes that just wander around in the shower in the locker room. Was that a thing back in the 70s? Is that like a hookup spot?
I think you were at a bathhouse. So I don't think you were.
Are you sure? I thought I was at a gay club with some benches.
I think you're talking about your time in county is what you're talking about.
The swollest I've ever been, brother.
The swole, yeah. The
swole.
So. Okay, let's get back on topic. Can we put our phones down for just a minute?
I'm inviting people.
Okay, well, we're already on, so...
Oh, fine.
I am trying to find out if the guy that took the belt is posted on Instagram.
All right, your thoughts on Chris
Jericho just said F Hangman and the horse he came in on.
I get it.
Came in on that horse,
Yeah.
He a cowboy.
What did you think of the match? The quality of the match? You guys get to see it?
I thought it was good.
Yeah,
I thought it was definitely good. And that's the thing is AEW has not provided anything to me yet that has been lackluster.
What?
Their cards are usually, even if it's not top guys, it's there are guys that are putting it all on the line. So
I agree, and you know what? Top guys are great, but Hulk Hogan was a top guy, and his matches were not things of beauty. Yeah, Diesel. So yeah, the top guy means nothing to me. The Lucha Brothers and the Young Bucks, that was one hell of a match, right? Again, you know what? You could take those 2 matches, right?
Yeah.
Put the rest of the card with filler, and you're getting, I don't know if you're getting your money's worth. $60 is a lot to spend on a pay-per-view.
Yeah, but in this day and age, especially when you're like, I could get the WWE Network for $9.99 a month and not have to pay us $60 for a pay-per-view, but it's like at the end of the day, they make that $60 worth it. They're going, hey, we don't need a network to get viewers.
Well, here's the thing, with the way that network works, all proceeds, all $9 goes to Titan Sports, WWE, right? Whereas with a pay-per-view, it is so parceled off. You get this percentage goes to the cable company, this percentage goes to the carrier, this percentage goes to the broadcast. And there's so much of it goes, right? They get less than $9 back from that pay-per-view and so on. So they're definitely making...
You never have to worry about getting canceled when you own your own network.
That's right.
You should be able to just do whatever you feel like. You want to show a penis? Show a penis.
Man, you don't have to worry about
It's your own streaming
cut
service.
short and missing the last part.
We're not getting cut. Yeah, you know what I mean? They got 24 hours if they want. Yeah. Remember the Halloween Havoc that got cut off, like the main event, like in the middle?
What happened, Goldberg? What happened?
On the streaming service, we can go all night long. It don't matter.
Okay.
And WrestleMania might just this year. It might be about 12 hours.
Real quick, John. Big shout out. She's saying hi to everybody. Christina Nicole's saying hi to everybody.
Hey, Christina Nicole. That's another thing. Let us know how Donald is doing. We miss the big man.
I know you hear it every day, all day, thoughts and prayers, all that. But Big Dog is my homie, and I love him to death. And I'm supporting you guys through all of this. Just let me know what you need, when you need it, and I'm there for you.
And young man, keep healing, keep the faith. We'll keep burning the candle. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, our good friend Othello was stricken with pneumonia and kidney failure. He's been in Riverside Hospital for 2.5 weeks now in the intensive care unit, and we're waiting for his recovery. It's been, progress has been slow, and sometimes we've had a few setbacks. So keep our friend Othello in your prayers and in your thoughts. If you're a praying person, say your prayers. If you're a thinking person, keep him in your thoughts. So we wish you the best, Christina, and we wish you the best, Othello. That said, our first guest burst onto the scene in Orange County Championship Wrestling with his star-spangled attire and way. And now, those of you can say, hey, why are you letting some guy... I thought you were the Captain America guy. Isn't that what you said to me?
Well, that's what you claim.
I don't claim anything. Other people claim
you're a little
that.
bit more like U.S. agent to me. But
U.S. agent?
Captain Underpants.
That means a lot coming from the Thing.
I mean, I'm all for successful gimmicks being done by younger, more athletic people.
Right.
You know?
Yes, younger, more athletic. He came onto the scene and he wrestled our friend here to a stunning match. And some could say we were shocked. Some could say we weren't surprised at all at the outcome of that match. But
Was it a lot of Yankee Doodle damage?
it was
He damaged my Yankee Doodle. I have not shooken that up yet. Still a little bruised.
A little bruised.
actually it was our last stand that he made his debut. So without any further ado, please welcome Mr. Joey Barone. We're gonna have you sit over here next to BA just in case there's some hard feelings left over from the last time y'all went.
Hard
We don't
feelings.
need part 2 to break out.
Hey, it's no worries. What's going on, fellas?
Hey Robert, do you have that image of Next Level that I sent you? Oh hey, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm sorry, Joe. Good to have you.
Let me just fix my.
Hiding my friend again.
Hey, you keep that
Hey,
thing
you put
away
that
from
away.
me.
This is a family show.
That was his knee, folks. That was his knee.
I don't mind taking a knee in front of the flag. I'm sure you're all aware.
In fact, I've heard you've taken two. You want to get this out of the way? Because it's taller than you are.
What you drinking on there, buddy?
Gallon gear.
Gallon gear.
Mr. John, can you scoot over, please?
Product placement.
Product placement. It's okay to put it on there.
Oh,
but
sweet.
Just don't let it block you out.
Gallon gear.
Okay,
Get
see,
yours.
that's blocking you out. See, and we can't see
Okay.
gallon gear.
Hey, you can't be bringing that into the Planet Fitness. You got your spaghetti strap tank top on, your gallon of water, you sitting over there doing deadlifts.
And you guys
Get
always-
this man out of this building. I'm feeling judged.
That's why you
I'm
lost,
feeling
brother.
Judged.
And you guys always tell me that the 80s are dead.
He's more of a Gold's Gym looking guy.
Yeah, right?
like-
Powerhouse Gym.
I like golds. Golds is good. Good people.
All right,
Came here for my Tootsie Rolls. Hey, I am missing my
And free
second
pizza.
workout of the month by being here.
And free
I'm
pizza.
making the sacrifice.
Joey Barone.
Barone.
Easy there.
Joey Barone.
Barone.
Joey Barone. Freudian slip, I'm sorry. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we're going to get into where what we expect from you coming up.
What do you want to know?
Tell us where you started wrestling, where you where you broke into the business, what you're looking. Tell us about yourself, goddammit.
What's your bench?
My bench? More than you.
Oh, you wild for saying
Yeah,
that.
I am. All right, so I started training for wrestling back in 2009 at OVW, Ohio Valley Wrestling. Wrestled and trained under Rip Rogers. There's a lot of great people there that were helping me out, from Elijah Burke, Chris Silvio, a good fellow named Paradise, and just a bunch of great talent. Taught me the ways of the business, taught me respect for the business, and taught me how to work. Back in 2011, I came back out to California, which is where I grew up, and started working out here. Wrestled for SoCal Pro. I've wrestled for a number of other companies here in Southern California. Took the last about year and a half off because I had a daughter and was trying to enjoy that. Thank you very much. Trying to enjoy that experience. Now I'm back and representing that Star Spangled Banner, knee and faces, just doing my thing. Now here I am at OCCW, and as you can see, what was the last show called?
Last Stand.
Well, it's convenient because I was making my first stand when I showed up.
Fair
and
enough.
I know I surprised little buddy over here.
I'll be ready. I got my shield too. You know
got
what I
the
mean?
shield.
I'm like the evil Captain America thing.
You're gonna need more
the
than
black
a shield,
looking
brother.
one. What they call U.S. agent. There we go. There we go. U.S. agent.
You're gonna need a lot
Yeah,
more
the
than
black
a shield.
one is obviously not a good guy. What?
The truth was a
I
good
mean-
guy. Thank you very much.
You mean the Falcon? He became the Black Captain
The first
America.
Black Captain America was the truth.
Oh
What are you
yeah.
guys talking
Oh,
about?
wow.
But then, yeah,
Nerd.
the second Black
Nerd.
And so go on.
damn
I'm sorry.
proud of it.
So, reason I'm here, as it should be for anyone who comes into professional wrestling companies, is to be the top guy.
Sure,
I'm
you
coming
hear
in
that?
here. I came in to make a statement. Your next show is called Next Level. That's exactly what I plan on going to when I face Helmuth.
All right, that's right. And if you haven't heard, Freddie Helmuth, the stalwart Dark Lord of Orange County Championship Wrestling, will be taking on our friend Joey Barone here in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Right? I don't know if you're familiar with Helmuth and his extra.
Curricular
His stick?
activities.
Yeah, his the things he's like, he he called me up when I told him that you were matched up. He said, "Hey, is this another plant? Is this another guy from Lucha Pro gonna try to, stick the knife in our back?" I'm like, you know what, Freddie? I don't think so. He comes from a different part of the country. He's, he doesn't seem to fit into that mold. I don't think he even knew Vintage Dragon. He said, well, you know what? I'm gonna test him and see what he's got. I'm gonna test him and see what he's got. And sounds like you got your work cut out for him. Have you seen him?
There was no sounds. I was verifying.
Okay.
As long as you don't switch your colors to red, white, and green, I think we're good.
Should be good. Now, do I know Helmuth? Is
Yeah.
that what you're asking?
Are you familiar with him?
Well, here's a good thing about me. I'm new to the company, not new to the game, and I pride myself on being a student of that game. So as soon as I found out I was working Helmuth, watched some of his stuff, watched a match where I believe he beat Helmuth.
Like a dog, by the way.
What-
I wild
and
out on
when you
him
look
with
at
that
the fact
stick.
I beat you, which means I can beat Helmuth. Here's
Is
the
that
deal.
how that works? Rock, paper,
Here's-
scissors.
Here's the deal.
All right.
Right. That's right. Here's the deal with Helmuth.
Okay.
Yeah, I've studied him.
Okay.
I've seen his little stick he likes to bring down in the ring.
Hello.
He tries to bring it down with me, someone who knows how to work in the ring. I'm going to shove it down his throat if he tries to hit me with that damn
Be
thing.
the first thing.
Probably like that.
That's right.
Oh,
I am a wrestler,
right
not
then.
a hardcore guy.
Yeah, not a hardcore guy. Yeah, I like that. Tell us a little bit where you've wrestled. Without mentioning anyone you don't want to mention. Where have you wrestled here in Southern California and around the country?
I've wrestled for EWF. I have wrestled for Lucha Pro before. I wrestled for SoCal Pro. I wrestled for VWE. I wrestled for New Wave Pro Wrestling. A lot of other companies that are no longer in business.
And there's a lot of them.
There are a lot of them. They come and go quite frequently. But
They get so amped up and then they just kind of disappear. Huh?
You wild for that.
What?
That was very black, dog.
Get it.
You wild.
Very
All right.
dark.
All right.
Dark.
That was dark.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. I was just talking about people get excited for something and then it doesn't
Are
happen.
you just shining us right now?
Huh? No, I don't know.
how it
Anyways,
goes. But I've been around the block. I'm not new to the game.
no, yeah, well, good. That's good. All right. So Saturday, September 14th at American Legion Post 716, come see Joey Barone as he takes on a newcomer to OCCW as he takes on the stalwart and, like I said, resident Dark Lord Helmuth in a Falls Count Anywhere match. That's at American Legion Post 716. The doors will open at 5:30. The bell time is at 6 o'clock. Tickets are $15 pre-sale, $20 at the door. Don't miss Mama De La O's famous meatball sandwiches, homemade tamales, and a veritable potpourri of concessions. Of course, for those of you who like something a little edgier, we have the adult beverage bar,
Thank you.
right?
God willing.
And yes, and
Edibles? No.
two of the what's that?
Nothing.
No, we don't have that shit. God,
This is
so
adult stuff. So.
adult stuff, not teenage nonsense. So,
Nightclub.
Get your CBD.
That's SEMA. That's SEMA, dog.
no, so
Joking.
so don't you dare
They call
miss
me
it.
Samson.
Joey Barone, we want to thank you for being on. Joey Barone, I'm sorry.
You'll get there. You'll
Now,
get
do you have any parting words for Helmuth or the rest of OCCW?
Do your cardio, hit the weights.
Thank you.
Go to
I've been telling
training.
them that for a long time.
Go to training because I'm going to put your ass to work, pal. See you on the 14th.
Strong words from an inspired man. Right on, right on.
Hope you're on that
Wow.
treadmill right now, Helmuth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I say to you? What did I say to you when we started?
I should have.
All right. All right.
I mean, Freddie Helmuth's going to be ready for him. I told Freddie Helmuth all about his offense, how to stay away from the knees. And Freddie Helmuth, he's not a fan of the red, white, and blue. He's not afraid to spit on a war hero. So he's not going to be afraid to spit on this man. He might just light him on fire right in the middle of that ring just to watch it burn. You know what I'm saying? Freddie Helmuth don't give a damn about nothing and nobody. So this fight's going to go anywhere. And this building, it might wind up in the gutters of Los Alamitos.
Wait a minute. Isn't he friends with that organization that Freddie Helmuth belongs to?
I mean, it seems like
But,
he's a.
I mean, I'm all over the place, man. I'm a busy man.
Doesn't
I have
that-
many affiliations.
Yeah.
Doesn't that put you two at odds at all?
Periodically, apparently.
Well, I mean, it's because of the fact that you don't know where your loyalty lies, which the only place it should lie is within Thunder and
I've
Lightning.
never made us lose our tag team championships.
Yeah,
now
but
have
what
I?
happened the last time we
got out
stepped
of
in
the
the ring and it was you, me, and Helmuth? Whose side did you choose?
You
then?
kicked me.
I had
You
to.
kicked me in my face.
If I didn't kick you, I would have been sitting there trying to take on both of y'all at the same time. I had to kick your ass out the ring.
He did.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. And that's why I admire your ruthlessness. You know what I mean? That's why we're on the same side. Like when you got rid of Angel, you think that bothered me? I
No,
don't
it didn't
care.
bother me.
You know what I mean? You know, we in the satanic cults, the
Oh, were you
Sith
talking to
lords,
him?
all the Sith
Oh,
lords, we're
okay,
all about
sorry.
eating each other and whatnot. You know what I mean? You're not really even a Sith lord until you've betrayed your friends. So you know what? God bless you.
Sith Lord. Interesting.
I'm here for
Interesting. Interesting. Robert, can you put that graphic up that I sent you? Once again, American Legion Post, 7/16, Saturday, September 14th. Our main event, Vintage Dragon versus Damon Devine. Now, if you're familiar with Damon Devine, you'll know he is built like Tarzan, fights like Tarzan. Vintage Dragon is Vintage Dragon. He's been the Lucha Pro title holder. He's been the OCCW heavyweight title holder. He's been champion in CenCal. He's been champion in SoCal. He's been champion in NorCal and all points in between, right? So don't you miss it. Don't you dare miss it. Also, on
And
our
if you want to know what any of these people look like, you buy a ticket like everybody else, and you come on down. Ain't no more free peaks. Ain't no more free show
it's
before
like
the
Snapchat.
show. If you want to see the muscles on Damon Devine, you come and look up close, you freeloader. This is like the premium Snapchat. You put in your 20 bucks like everybody else. If you want to see all this shirtless man, I'm tired of giving it away for free. You come on down, you pays your money, and put $20 in my hand, little man.
Or you could just look at anyone
Wow.
else's flyers because all our fighters are.
And a lot of them are very similar.
And everyone else's flyers
With many
too.
of the
so.
same people.
Yes, they look
in the
exactly
same
like.
photographs.
Yeah, like so
Damn.
many.
Orange
people.
County staple flyer. That's what
Yeah.
Yes, there you go. Just yeah,
We get around.
Real quick, I get a big shout out to a lot of our viewers right now.
absolutely.
We got Brian Chastity. We got Mike. You know,
Brian.
Big Mike.
Which Mike?
Mike Gorilla. Gorilla.
Hi, Mike Garola.
Jessica Sky.
Hi,
Who
Jessica. Fancy Nancy.
CJ.
CJ.
Or our boy Lance Winders. He's watching.
Yeah.
Paul Sitz.
Hey, Paul Stitz. Good to see you.
Mindy
Thanks,
Hinojosa.
Love you, girl.
Isaac Gomez.
Isaac. Hey, hey.
Mr. Vintage is watching right now. Just to let you guys know.
All right, Vintage Dragon. Keep watching. I got plenty for you.
Our boys from La Raza are watching. 10 Bears is watching.
Hey.
And Mike with his two boys, Kool-Aid Kid and...
Matuziak.
there you go.
Hey, Mike Matuziak. Thank you. Okay, let me just take this moment in time to give a shout out to Mike Matuziak.
Adam Woods, I'm sorry.
I never heard of him. So, Mike Matuziak, let me give a shout out to Mike Matuziak. He has this Saturday. Well, we'll get to it in a bit, Max. Stay tuned. Our next guest will be wrestling the legendary Irish juggernaut Mikey O'Shea in a no DQ match.
Damn.
That's right. He's known the country and the world over as the Chiver.
Does he have a death wish?
He has a cast iron jaw and 2 fists of stone. Right. So, without any further ado, come in on this side over here. Let us welcome Freddie Chiver Havoc.
I'm just letting you know, Mikey's getting kind of scary wearing that red outfit. I mean, I sense a little DI action.
You're gonna need a chair, so go put it and sit over there.
He's letting his true
Grab
color
the chair.
show. What? Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Yeah.
Get out of here with
Yeah.
that.
Go
He knows
Raiders!
what's up.
Hey, can I give a shout out to my family?
Go
Raiders!
Go Raiders! Raiders!
We're losing a lot of views right now, guys.
Derek,
Good.
Yes,
Bye.
right.
Yeah.
Bye. We don't need the fake ones.
What are they
Only the
doing?
real ones.
What are they turning into the security cam videos that feature Ben Roethlisberger? Those? Is that what they're watching
Hey,
instead?
he's still playing, right? He's still playing. No
Ben
worries.
Rapelessberger.
And
I mean
just
Roethlisberger.
Congratulations on the Raiders on your annual journey for the #1 draft pick. I'm sure this year you'll be more than successful.
Who's your team?
Who cares? I don't like football.
Oh, okay. That's probably better.
He's like, I like hockey.
I do. I gotta buy more and more.
And
specialized
golf, right? You're a
gear.
big fan of
Right,
golf.
right. You can't run a faster 40-yard dash than me on the ice now, can you there,
That's
buddy?
very true.
But anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
My black ass stays on the grass.
It's cold out there. Mexicans don't play hockey either, man. It's too expensive
Havoc.
and it's cold.
Hell yeah.
Right? All right.
Put an end to this. This is crazy. You're fighting a big man.
I'm just letting them talk.
Okay.
When the hell did this match become a no DQ? No.
You want to know when it happened?
Yeah, I wanna know when it
right when you signed the contract.
Oh, right when I signed. So
Yeah.
you just changed.
No, people
No,
need to
it
learn
was
how
on
to
the
read.
contract. Jesus Christ.
People don't read nowadays.
Man, you know what?
learned
Now
that
I know
the
how
hard way.
Vintage Dragon got over on us so well by us not reading the contracts.
That's it.
Nobody reads the contracts anymore.
Don't
yes,
you know
it
a
is-
lawyer?
He probably it's a public having a public defender does not mean you know a lawyer. Okay.
Pretty sure he knows a lawyer.
I know he knows a probationary officer, but I don't know if he does.
You should
I
sue
haven't been here in
couple
months, and
public
all of a
defenders, they
sudden
got me
I'm in
off the
this.
case.
I'm in this no DQ match.
Well, what better way to break your way back into the scene?
I'm sorry. Should I change the rules because you're uneasy with it?
Not at all.
All right. So tell us what you're gonna do in this no DQ match with Mikey O'Shea.
Well, at the moment, I have no idea because I had no idea it was a no DQ match. So I mean,
right, all
my
right.
game plan will now have to change.
Okay. Let's make this easier for him, shall we?
let's do it.
All right.
Wait.
Let's say it's a regular match where you're going to get DQ'd. What are you going to do to win? I'm going to get DQ'd. Is that was that your game plan? Trying to get him to DQ himself? So tell me, what are you bringing into this other than, 2 fists of stone and a cast iron jaw?
First and foremost, Mikey O'Shea, got nothing but respect for that guy. This is going to be one of the biggest challenges that I have had here in OCCW. I mean, I fought, for many times, for many months, many weeks, whatever you want to call it. I fought Freddie Helmuth for a good while, and we beat the hell out of each other.
You know what? That was okay. If I wasn't making so much money off those matches, I would have just been shaking my head and not watching. But every time you laid that kendo stick across one another's head, everyone heard the crack of that kendo stick. I heard the cha-ching. Sorry.
Money.
Go ahead.
You insensitive.
So
I'm sorry. I
So,
didn't mean it like that.
so I mean, I was preparing for Mikey O'Shea in a one-on-one match, but now that it's a no DQ, we got to step the bar up because you just not only empowered a very strong opponent, now you give him a weapon. That makes him even more dangerous. So, Mikey O'Shea, I just hope you're ready because I don't care how big you are, how small I am compared to you. I'm bringing the fight to you. I'm not quitting. I'm not giving up, and I'm gonna go right after you.
Raider strong.
Raider Strong. Yes, Raider Strong. Tell us a little bit about the chiver. For those of us who are not familiar with your philanthropic endeavors, tell us a little bit about what being a chiver means, and tell us about that whole organization.
Tribe Organization is just a group of individuals who go out there and fight for the underdog. We have a no give up attitude. We also like to help out all the wounded vets, as well as the first responders. And that's pretty much what we're all about, is giving back to the community at the same time, showing people that size, the way you're built, it's you're missing a leg, you're missing an arm, it doesn't matter. Just don't give up on anything. I give up a lot of size and height when it comes to a lot of my matches, here at OCCW or anywhere else. And I'm just the guy that's going to keep on fighting. I'm not going to quit, You're going to have to beat the holy hell out of me just to keep me down. I'm Freddie Helmuth, learned that, many times. There was times where I came up short against him, and there was times where the last match, he learned the hard way in that steel cage match, and we just don't give up. That's the whole purpose is go out there, give it everything you have. Don't let people tell you can't do something, just because you don't look like I'll say right here, just because you don't look like a B.A. Marcus Frey, all stocky up, all, tall, doesn't mean that you can't be in this ring. Doesn't mean you can't go out there and wrestle. If this is what your dream is, go out there and follow your dream.
So are you calling out BA?
No, he's not calling out B.A. Marcus
I'm
Frey.
just
He
saying.
said follow your dream.
But BA
right? No matter who you
joke
are and no
over
matter
there. I'm
where
just
you
saying.
are.
No, I said
Disrespect. No, but
what
he
I
said
said was because you don't look like a BA in the sense of he's got a lot of muscle. He's got a lot of size on him.
Big scary looking guy.
You don't look like no
Big
slop in that
teddy
ring.
bear. Yeah.
I mean, I give the loving where it's deserved, and I give the ass kickings when they deserve too.
Fair enough. So do I. Okay. That's it. I wish I could, man. You know how long that list would be? Jeez.
But you know what? I got mad respect for having it, because every time that it seems like there's a hurdle in your way or a little bit of the adversity, you find a way to rise above.
Absolutely.
I gotta give you props on that.
Absolutely. You know what? And when I first met him, I just thought he was some guy. I didn't know, that, and through his matches with Havoc, even when he was refereeing some of those nasty beatings he took.
I can't tell you how many times I punched this man in the mouth when he was a ref, and he just got his ass right back up.
Yeah.
And just kept repping.
So-
Or spat in my mouth.
I mean, you keep your mouth open, something
spit in
might
your
fly
mouth?
in.
Yeah, it was so disgusting. It was the worst experience ever as a ref.
Let's talk a little bit about the BA mouth spitting incident.
So BA was over there trying to pull a fast one. I'm over there separating him. He's trying to get DQ'd deliberately. He gets in my face, and we're arguing back and forth. And then out of nowhere, like, he fucking saliva just came out of his mouth.
Right
You just
now.
R. Kelly
Right
to this
in.
man.
You know me. If you know me at all, you know I am juicy mouthed. So sometimes when I'm talking, it might just come off the lip.
Look at Sylvester the
Unfortunately, it
cat.
came off the lip. He had his mouth open. I guess he was in awe as the fact that I was in his face. And so big and muscly, he had his mouth open. And then when it flew off my lip, it went right in there. And he got a taste of what the BA is like.
That's a load of crap. That is a load of crap. Because after that incident happened, I saw his eyes open up. They opened up like, oh, damn, I messed up.
No,
and then
no.
he looked at me and he's like, I am so sorry.
No, that look was, did you like it?
No.
How did it taste though?
Did it taste like grape soda?
I had to go get tested after. You think ringworm is the worst thing you got to worry about when you get spat in the mouth? I don't think so, John.
You know, bum bump. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You good?
When's their second date gonna be?
I don't know.
Are they gonna?
You guys have already swapped spit.
Did you say no homo after? If
Yeah.
you did, you messed up.
No, it's 2019. You
No,
gotta say
you
that.
just apologize. I'm so sorry.
The views and opinions of Azrael are the views and opinions of Azrael himself. They do not represent the views and opinions of the Royal Ramble, the Free Admission Channel, Orange County Championship Wrestling, or anyone else with any decorum about
Tell
them.
you, we need this typed up and ran at the beginning of every show.
Like the Star Wars
Because
beginning.
no matter what, you know he gonna say something to
What do they
offend
call that,
somebody.
Scroll?
Yeah.
All right. That said,
Real quick, MG Katera is saying you got this, Fred.
Thank you. I will definitely gonna bring this W. It's about time I changed these losing ways I've had these last few months. Been a bit of rock bottom, but
You might as well keep Mikey down there. At
you
the
know,
bottom losing
I
too,
gotta
so
get there. So, Mikey, I'm coming for you.
you know what? And that should be an exciting match. Mikey O'Shea, of course, been here almost since the beginning. Freddie Havoc with his group of chivers, right? And you remember last year at Next Level, you filled the place up with chivers, right? The place was going crazy. Your better-looking brother led the charge, right? and
He's got more height.
and not only that, they weren't just people here. Oh yeah, we're here to support. No, they were here to watch wrestling. You know what I mean? Watch their friend wrestle, and they stayed. They had a good time. They were a fantastic group. So Chivers, Freddie Chivers, what are they? They're called the Chivers, right?
Yeah,
Chive on, thrive on.
And that's the thing. I mean, they come out, they support, they love wrestling, they love action, they love coming out and being entertained by all the great wrestlers. And I tell it like it is, man. You go out there, you give it your heart, make fans out of them, whatever you want to call it. They're there to support. It's our job to make sure, whether we like each other or not, whether me and Azrael like each other and we're facing each other, for example, it's going to be our job to show these people why we do what we do, and if we're not there, if we're not living up to what we say we can do, they're going to stop coming. So, you know what? Like I tell everybody, give it 110%. Doesn't matter if it's just you just showing up and running your mouth like Azrael likes to do. You give it 110%. Get these people what they want. They want to see a show. They want to see a fight. They want to see great wrestling. Give it to them.
And Havoc, I noticed you're representing the Lucha homies right there. What's up with that?
Well, I train with the Lucha homies every Friday night. We're here. We're giving it all. We're got some new tricks up my sleeve. I'm hoping to pull the use them and get this W against Mikey O'Shea. This is going to be a different Freddie Havoc than what you guys have seen. I know you guys are norm to see me out there swinging kendo sticks, taking chair shots, getting thrown on Legos. But this is going to be a different Freddie Havoc. Different elements. I had to step my game up. I had to get back in the training room. I've been in the gym. Through 2-3 times a week. I'm doing everything I can to get better, because I know that there's a lot of people here at OCCW who can't seem to hack it and get a title back. So I guess if I have to get that title, if that means I have to go through Mikey O'Shea to get my name back on a flyer, which clearly is not on, I guess that's what I have to do.
What do you think and much more mean?
Freddie, let me just say this. I apologize for not having you on the flyer, but I had to get the flyer out as quickly as I can. Last time, the flyers the artwork came back like 3 days before the show. And
Why don't you just write your name on it?
I did. I felt like I got trumped, and I ended up on the other side of the wall.
Yeah, so you know what? Don't worry, we are rectifying the situation. Trust me, you'll like the next flyer.
Just be happy with and much.
And just be glad you're on the show, because some people, complacency got the best of them and they're not on the show anymore. All right, let's move on. This weekend, Okay, so let's talk a little bit about your guys' match.
Oh.
All right. I mean, if you can get the titles back in time, or your title back,
I'm looking
in
for it.
time for the show, that would be really small. 'cause I have
There,
not
there
bought
better be
another
a
one.
trade.
I'm not giving back your deposit.
I have my best break available.
The Orange County Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions, Thunder and Lightning?
Yeah.
Or is it Thunder
Wait.
and Lightning?
No, damn it, I'm Lightning.
You're
We talked about this
Lightning.
before.
He's the flash in the pan. I'm the bang.
Okay, he's the Flash, you're the Bang. Thunder and Lightning will be wrestling the team of Modern Justice. Eddie Eskrima and Chris Camacho, up and comers, getting their first shot at the title. What do you think? What do you have to say about that?
I mean, let's give Camacho this. He is a former tag team champion. I will give him all the accolades on that, all the hoopla about, oh, yeah, he's won the tag team titles before. But here's the thing. Your partner is a screamer and you a crier. So at the end of the day, both of y'all going to get your asses handled. Come get some.
You get it? A screamer and a crier?
I like moaners.
Hello.
But I'm down for whatever.
Speaking of mourners, Dustin Lawyer wants to know if we're live at Knott's Berry Farm.
You bet we are,
We
brother.
are, you know, the park is closed, but they agreed to stay open a little bit longer. We're sitting in the upper deck of the executive cafeteria. And, yeah, so, you know, those people are a little... They're going to be sitting there till we're done because we didn't want them messing up.
Me and BA are here for the fried chicken at Knott's. Why? You're not down? What, the boysenberry? Boysenberry pie? Boysenberry? All right.
I'm actually here for the funnel cake. All right, I like the funnel cake.
Nerd.
He calls you a nerd, but then he's going to ask you for a piece.
Yeah, right? Well, yeah. Can I have some?
Can I get some now?
They don't have the fresh ones here.
Can you ask for more frosty?
Yeah. A little more powder on there.
I'm using powder.
All right, so can we get that graphic one more time, Robert?
Robert.
There you go.
Main event. Vintage Dragon versus Damon Devine. And if you haven't seen Damon Devine, well, you're not going to see him by looking at the flyer. You don't want to miss. This man is
He's
really
built
put
like
together.
that brick wall in the back.
Yes. Modern Justice, the tag team titles, will be on the line against against Modern Justice against Thunder and Lightning. We have Lou Tap Out Tapia making a strong comeback in his attempt. He's going to be wrestling. Can you show the rest of the card there, Robert? Just move it up just a little bit so everyone can see it.
I mean, yeah.
The rest of the card. The whole card.
That is the whole card.
No, I know, but you can't
There's a
see.
little
You see
bit
how
at
you
the
can't see the bottom?
Lou Tap Out Tapia versus some odd porno. What's
moved
the
it up,
top
it
of
got
that?
Whatever you send me is cut out like that.
Oh, we're wild for
Okay,
that.
we're-
Oh.
Do you guys remember who it is?
Well, and much more.
Alexander Vega. It's Alexander
It is
Vega versus
Alexander
Lou Tap
Vega.
Out Tapia.
That's right.
The
You know,
Powerhouse Vega.
one half of La Raza, right? And on the other side of the coin, the Lucha Pro, what did he call it? Yummy Weight Champion, Gusten Thunder Uberstude will be taking on Fighting Freddy Flores from Philadelphia in yeah, that's a bunch of F and Fs. For the Lucha Pro heavyweight title, Yummy Weight title. Gusten was planning on being here, but I know his good friend Dustin Lawyer said something about, trying to come over, get him for an autograph signing or something like that.
Did he
Actually, I
tie him
think
up and put him in the basement?
Dustin actually approached Gustin this weekend up in LA. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
You're missing out. We're about to go on Supreme Scream. Ah!
And then once again, you better recognize Deshaun Castle. This is my house. You could stick your ass to CGF, whatever you ring announcer. He put it in all caps. He's like, your favorite ring announcer from GCF, Deshaun Castle in the house.
Well, how many ring announcers are there from GCF?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm the only one here in OC.
Probably the
That's
favorite.
Joey
He's
the
saying
Bull.
He's probably the favorite from GCF.
And
Well, I
GCF
don't care.
returns September
I'm the
29th.
king of OC ring
Here at
announcing.
the Orange County. I'm sorry. Here at the Dela O Jiu-Jitsu Training Center. Let's move on, shall we? Now, none of y'all were here this weekend, but I wanted to make mention of the Orange County Championship Wrestling versus Lucha Pro Secret Wars. Now, this took place in neutral grounds up in downtown LA, just across the street from Exposition Park, where the University of Spoiled Caucasians took on, I believe it was, who was it? Not Iowa State, but anyway.
I get it. Wow.
San Jose State, was it? Anyway. So later that night, in an unnamed underground bunker, we had Team OCCW take on the men from Lucha Pro in a fatal four-way. Robert, I believe you have that footage ready for us. That is Lucha Pro, the team of Vito Fratelli, also known as Vito Pepperoni, and Vintage Dragon, took on the duo of Gusten Thunder Uberstud, and once again, the stalwart Mikey O'Shea, the Irish juggernaut. Now, this was in this. You know what? And I want to talk about this afterward. But before we roll it, I just want to say like this: I have never been more out of my element in my life. There's all a bunch of young brothers smoking weed and drinking. You know, big old. It was a hip hop music video.
You should have felt right at home.
They were the coolest people I've ever partied with. I mean, I didn't partake in any of their stuff.
Yeah,
but
right.
They were very welcoming. They were very nice. And
What he meant to say was he doesn't remember.
no, I do so.
I don't have any footage of that. I only have another one, a match.
Which one do you have?
Escrimo versus Tapia.
Well, I'm sorry. You know, apparently we got the wrong footage. All right, so I gave you the wrong information. Next match is Screamo versus Tapia. Let's roll it.
The secret wars remain.
Real quick, Goose says I'm going to kick Freddie Flores' right in his boysenberries.
All right, so here we go. All right, hold on a second. All right, let's go. Let's put on. Let me just finish my story.
This was father versus son.
Yeah.
All right, so at this,
I think Helmuth versus a Screamo we're looking for.
yes. You got Helmuth versus a Screamer?
I want to dress up like a medieval knight and call myself Kung Fu.
What's that?
I got Mikey versus no, I don't have.
You gonna call yourself Kung Fu?
Yeah.
Give us a little bit of the history of Screamo and Kali, etc.
Why? Obviously,
Well,
it's a
because I'm
French
busy doing something
it's a
right
French
now,
fencing
Danny.
thing.
All right.
As far as I understand.
That's what
I
it
remember the
looks like
people in
to
the
me.
Filipino rice fields putting on the fencing
The
outfit
fencing
and like digging through with their rapier.
Well, maybe I should ask
Okay,
our
I'm
fans.
Can I say something real quick? I
Yeah,
was hearing you guys earlier. While you guys are doing what you're doing, I'm gonna leave this with the boys here. You guys earlier were talking about AEW.
Yeah.
But did you guys happen to watch the NXT UK takeover?
I didn't. You know what? And I felt like I kind of missed out, but I heard it was really good.
Look, all I have to say is it was great wrestling this weekend. A lot of great wrestling. But in all honesty, that main event between Walter and Tyler Bate, that's where wrestling was at. That's where you guys need to watch. And if you guys have not watched that, you guys should be watching that because those guys put on a clinic. I mean, it was just a fantastic match. It had me jumping out of my couch at least a few times, you know, watching that match. You know how I'm not gonna give any spoilers, but it's obviously everybody's probably already read it. But the way it went down, the action, the drama, it was all there. I highly recommend you guys watch that match.
So you watch NXT
Yeah,
instead of spending $60 to watch AEW?
well, yeah, because I watched it for free. I mean,
Okay.
I don't pay for a network, so you know, I just somebody let me borrow it. You know.
The point is this, all right? You know,
You're
I've
a
gone
pirate.
I can't be a pirate if somebody's paying for it.
I've gone on a couple of times talking about how AEW, their business model is a model for failure,
Uh-huh.
right?
Why do you think that?
Okay, well, this is just one good example, right? You have a $60 pay-per-view at a time when everybody else has, even Ring of Honor has a fight app or whatever the hell they call it on your phone. $9 to watch a WWE pay-per-view. You can't keep grabbing money. Everything can't be a money grab.
But
right?
they need money to start with, though.
Do they? I thought don't they
I
have
think
like the
they-
richest
but
man
it'd
in
be
the
nice
world?
if they had revenue, so he's not just like
Yeah.
out of his
'Cause I
pocket.
feel like even
WWE started selling pay-per-views before they went to a streaming service, so it's like you got to build this progression. You got to
No,
get
you're
people used
absolutely
to
right.
buying the product.
They started selling when pay-per-view was the way to get it. In fact, they started on closed circuit TV with their mega cards. And no one does closed circuit TV. It would be the equivalent, I think, of doing it on closed circuit. They can do it on closed circuit now, so that no one steals your stream or anything like that. I just think that's a mistake. Charging $60 for a pay-per-view when you don't have a TV show to back it up. Okay. Now we're going to go to that footage, the aforementioned footage, the Fatal 4-Way, Gusten Thunder Uberstud and the Irish Juggernaut Mikey O'Shea against Vintage Dragon and Vinny Pepperoni Vito Fratelli.
Pepperoni, angry pepper.
Okay, as you can see, this is you'll notice. You can't tell by the video, but it's all in brick. This building is a brick building in the heart of the industrial center in downtown LA. You'll notice that Mikey O'Shea. Do we have sound on that? Can they hear that?
can hear sound, give us a light.
There we go. Okay, just making sure. You can turn it back down. Vito Fratelli is a big, strong, ugly dude, right? As is Mikey O'Shea, bigger, stronger, and uglier. But here we go. That's a very unique test of strength we got there. You know what I mean?
Just pushing.
Is this a tag match?
It's a fatal four-way.
Oh, damn it, O'Shea, that's your friend.
I mean,
We all know.
Vito, what are you doing? I thought that man was your employer.
There may have been a little.
No one involved knows where their bread is buttered.
They may-
You're a bunch of morons.
Maybe there's a little cohesion going on with Fratelli and Mikey O'Shea that we hadn't been expecting.
I mean, they just wrestled each other not too long ago, right? They need some respect. That hard fought match.
Bond, a big dude.
Yeah, that up. And also knowing that you're the biggest guy in the room. You got to put the others to rest before the match goes on.
People hate little people.
Oh, look at this.
That was smooth.
What do you call it? That escapes me.
Springboard, spinning side.
Okay, spinning side kick. Puts Vito Fratelli out. Mikey O'Shea with a big power move. Big left hand to the
With
face.
his big Irish hand.
Big Irish hands.
I mean, the good thing is, I'm watching
This is the back elbow.
I'm scouting
Oh, catches him in midair. Vintage
really
Dragon
trying to jump out of
over that
midair.
cradle
Bad
suplex.
idea.
Oh, right in the center of the ring. Hard suplex. You look at the crowd. It was a hip hop video premiere party, right? As you can see, there's a lot of hip hop fans in the crowd, really enjoying this whole wrestling thing, right? You can tell they weren't typical wrestling fans, but they weren't typical jerks either, and they actually really enjoyed the show, and they were really getting into these matches, as you can see, right? And as you at home can hear.
Put your phone down, man. You're at a
He's
show.
recording it. Look,
You should be enjoying it. Live it in the moment.
You know what generation.
Yes.
There's no cell phone to get broken.
Vintage Dragon looking to pounce on Mikey O'Shea. He's going up, over, and Hurricane Rana on the floor. You know, there you go. Vintage Dragon with that flying Hurricane Rana. Did you say a flying?
Frankensteiner, because I'm an American.
All right, very good. Steiner, right? Yeah.
Oh, he's out. Why you might be hurt? Hey, ref!
It's not a low
Ref,
blow.
what are you doing?
What is that ref doing? Did you not clearly see a low blow there?
And as you can see me, I was not dressed, to fit the bill like everyone else there.
You look like a kid.
Right?
Like you.
I'm just trying to keep people. I'm just trying to keep people from running into the crowd, right? Keeping the wrestlers out. Now we have both men down on the outside of the ring. Vito Fratelli and Dustin Emerson squaring off in the ring. Drop down, leapfrog. Oh, reverse hip toss. Boom. Oh, on his feet. Oh, with a
Out of nowhere.
stunner from out of nowhere. Out of nowhere.
Who's that sweat back? Come on.
A short clothesline. Back elbow. Oh, belly to back suplex and down hard goes Dustin Thunder Uberstead.
Ref, can you check on Gus, please? This is okay? Thank you.
Turn around. There you go. Right into the T-bone. Mikey's eating a couple T-bones in his life. Oh, Vito to Oh, he's got one of his own.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of T-bone steak
shake it
bouncing
off,
around in
Mike.
that ring.
Yeah, the hell with that. Got nothing.
You know,
Big brother Vito.
right? And you know what?
This was a little bit.
Something tells me that neither one of those guys are used to that kind of a
Oh!
double clothesline, and both men are down.
Are you sure this building is up to code for this kind of thing?
Hey, this is LA, not Orange County here, so oh, the cover from both guys too, and a kick out from both men, and a double cover, and another kick out.
There you go.
All right, so they're going for the cover. Yeah, you know what? Sometimes we might take two to pin one of those guys, right?
Mikey O'Shea got out from under two men.
And I wonder if Dustin Everson would be able to get out from under two men. like that.
How much you want to get out from under two men is presented the possibility. Oh!
Fratelli getting the beating. Mikey O'Shea absorbing some punishment.
Now you're clearly all breaking the first rule of Fight Club.
What's that?
You're talking about Fight Club.
Well, yes, but I don't know if this is really a club or if it's just, you know. You don't see the smoke?
It's nice and clear.
You can't smell it through there?
Not at all.
You look at that light. Look at all the fog. You know what? Those are not colored lights. That's how much smoke is in. I'm just
I
kidding.
hate colored lights.
Oh, big chop from Vito Fratelli. There's no couch there. These are all rental chairs. Look at this.
What is the cone going to do? What is that?
Oh no, there was a big sinkhole in the front. Step in it arbitrarily. Hey,
Why are you always walking around, by the way?
He is around a bunch of potheads right now.
if you notice,
Look out, children!
He's in a room full of potheads.
if you'll notice, there's a pregnant woman there, right? Okay. And despite the fact she's getting in contact high, we don't want anyone running into her.
Tell the way John is walking. We don't want to
I didn't say that, but I wish I had. All right. Dustin Upperstunt and Vinny Fratelli in the ring. Vinny clearly having the upper hand, being the bigger, stronger, younger, and ultimately meaner individual.
You're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get hurt, John.
I'm not going to get hurt. Look at that's a rental too. Exactly. Look at dragging us down. And Gustin is riding the middle rope like it was the Kentucky Derby. Well, you didn't see the footage, but Vito was bouncing him up and down. He got caught on the way in and up. I was there. I saw it. He was bouncing him up and down.
Did you put any holes in the walls of this building? They might come down around you.
No, that was solid. It was a 1930s era slaughterhouse. I don't think even you could put a hole in that wall. No, there used to be sewing machines and children as far as the eye can see. In that place.
It's Jonathan Ellis. Look at now. Oh, I just smoked right there. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
Vito taking it to Gustin.
All we wanted was a puff.
He did not. Vito does not smoke weed. Well,
Now you're defending the Lucha Pro guy? Come on, man.
I'm just saying.
Bunch of cheaters over there.
Good point. He smokes a lot of weed.
Mikey having his way with Vintage Dragon.
Yeah, they took it all the way down. They spent some time in and out of the ring, both sides actually.
Oh,
And a big splash in the corner from.
I feel like the bigger men are trying to get this thing as
yeah.
soon as possible.
Yeah, right? Does it just mean? Does it
I mean, it does. You gotta make
God, I hope I'm wrong.
eliminate the guys that have more stamina first. So that at the end of the day, it's just power versus power.
Let's not talk like that. Don't put any ideas in that.
Imagine if they got together this.
Well, I feel like if Vito could ever straighten out his garbage mind and stick with Lucha,
Boom! And that hurt. That's spine to pine like Arn Anderson himself.
Yeah.
Putting Gustin through the ring on that one. You see the building shaking the face
Why are you
off
kicking
that.
him out?
You know, one thing you
Take
can't.
the pin. Take the pin.
Oh!
There it is.
Into the corner, and down goes Vintage Dragon, and I can't say I feel all that sad.
Can't turn. Wait, no! What? Oh my God! All right, O'Shea's a genius.
No,
Thank
no, no.
God, Mike. Thank God, sucker him in. Yeah, pound him, thrust in him. Get deep in there, O'Shea.
What he means by that, keep giving a good hard shoulder block, and keep bringing those right hands to his face.
Oh, now the ref wants to count. Look at that fast count.
That's a fine count.
That is the fastest count I've ever seen.
You have one person in there with these four giant behemoths.
right? So get the hell out of there.
Yeah, I know. She's just trying to stay out of the way. Even a hard look from those giant men can do some damage. I don't know. I wasn't in the bathroom. So,
I didn't see it. The views
and opinions are wrong.
Come on, Mike, put him away. Put the icing on the cake.
Poor corner right there.
Unable to finish the superplex. Vito fighting him off. The other two are coming to their senses. Now's the time. Do it. No. Boom! Good night, Vito.
You know, and I've been in the wrestling business for several years, and I have never heard a bump, a boom, a pow that loud. You know, part of it was the acoustics of the building. Part of it was the fact that there was 5,000 pounds of meat in the ring, and they hit that, and the torque on that takedown was so hard. Two rivals facing off in the ring once again. Oh! What's the name of that movie?
Tilt the world into a DDT and it's spectacular.
That's gotta be it.
Man, O'Shea with his one hand with the save.
One-handed save. You know what? And that's like getting hit with a handball cord. Someone's supposed to handball cord at you, right? Oh, big high kick.
Some of those Eskrima
He's
kicks.
dragging. That's
Eskrima
right.
punches.
Oh, caught in midair, but my dear show, we're looking at the gunslinger, aren't we?
Come on, put him away.
Oh, that's when you can taste your own spleen. Big boot to the face from Vito. Vito got that leg whip behind. Oh, Gustin with the. Probably the yummy yummy. Oh wait, no. Here comes the yummy yummy.
Look for the pin. The pin, man.
You should know
Priorities.
that Gustin has other things on his mind other than pins.
Do not pass that up. There you go.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, ride that thing.
He's riding it like it's the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, get in there. That's what you want pink eyes. That's what you get.
Vintage Dragon takes advantage of the situation, and I think he may be looking to do the same thing. Oh no, that standing double foot to the chest press. Oh, he might have a little bit of Dustin's own medicine for him. Oh, the same thing. Oh.
Did he get out of the way? Gustin's a genius. Right? Nobody checks on him.
Well, Mikey
He might
O'Shea-
be brain dead on the floor, man. I'm gonna go over there, see if he's breathing.
Oh, and a yummy
There you
yummy
go.
for Vintage Dragon. That's like he's got
Yeah, get in there.
he's got the whole world in his face. He's got the Vito not having any more of this. Oh, leapfrog by Oberstood. Kick to the midsection. Oh, looks like a powerbomb on the way. Boom! Oh, right dead center in the ring. That's a bullseye for Vito Fratelli.
Boom! He's got to roll over O'Shea, get the arm draped on him, get some of that 300 pounds on Vito. He ain't going nowhere. There it is. Count ref. 1, 2, no!
Oh, hits him with the back to the back of the head.
Oh,
Oh, there you
like
go.
a vulture.
Ask and ye shall receive. Vintage Dragon with the pin over his own. Yeah. Go ahead.
Right there. Going for the pin right away.
Right.
This is why.
Taking advantage of the opportunity, exploiting the hole in the armor, and then winning the match. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the OCCW versus Lucha Pro Fatal 4-Way. As much as it hurts me to say it, Vintage Dragon.
But he beat his own
Vintage
guy.
Dragon.
So, like, that's cool, I guess.
Yeah, I guess you could say that, right? Other matches that night were Freddie Flores against the Escrimador Kid, Eddie Escrima. Lou Tap Out Tapia versus Camacho. We're going to have those matches next week for you. All right, now we have come to a point in our show known as topics. I'm going to need a timer from you, my good friend. All right. topics.
What are we talking about?
Feel free to send in topics if you'd like, but right now, we have topics on the table. I will ask this distinguished panel, and I'm even going to ask Joey Barone over there. He can weigh in, even though he's not on camera, on our next set of topics. So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, OCCW and the Royal Ramble presents to you our feature topics. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, you may or may not have heard about the unfortunate... we're going to ask you first, Freddie. What do you think of stolen championship belts? The topic is stolen championship belt. You have 1 minute to answer and 1 minute only. Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go.
So, stolen championship belts, at least from my recognition, this might be the first time in history this has ever happened. I don't understand what went down. I don't understand how you lose sight of a belt. You know, you're having dinner, obviously, you know, I'm not sure who he was with, who Chris Jericho was with, whatnot. When I first heard the story, I thought this was some kind of publicity stunt, but then clearly it's not, because he's filed a police report, and, you know, ramifications of filing a fake police report can get you in serious trouble.
Right.
And so, I mean, I'm dumbfounded by this whole situation, just because it's like, how can you get your belt stolen? Like, what were you doing? Where was the belt at? There's so many questions. You know, obviously, you know, not enough time to answer them all, but... You know, to the fan that's out there stolen it, you're going to get caught, because clearly someone that, you know, you're not the only wrestling fan out there, so someone's going to rat you out. You're going to get caught. You're going to serve time. You're going to do whatever, but this is a serious crime, so I think it's crap on behalf of the fan.
All right. The first person I would ask who had that belt would be Paige. All right.
Is she gonna be with New Day? She better not be running around.
Joey, do you want to weigh in on this?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Can you see the timer from here?
No.
Go.
All right.
You'll hear.
I just think it's insane that a championship belt, you know, it's stolen in general. But for me, my background, I always come from a wrestler's mindset of where, well, this is a championship belt. You don't touch that championship belt unless it's yours. As a fan, you know, pedestrians, they don't get it. They don't understand our world. But I think it's insane that a championship belt, especially one like that costs, I'm sure, an insane amount of money to be made and produced. It's just, you know, it's a bunch of crap, in my opinion. That's really all I have to say about it.
All right. You have 20 more seconds to keep saying about it.
Oh, I could keep saying it.
Or hum a few bars from your favorite movie.
My favorite movie?
Not Toy Story 4, please.
Do you want to build a knee?
All right. Thank you very much, Joey Barone. All right. Do you want to build a knee? All right. You want to weigh in on this?
I'm not a surgeon. Let me build a knee. Not gut.
And for your opinion, for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, Chris Jericho had his inaugural AEW heavyweight championship title stolen from him while he was having dinner and drinks at a local restaurant / watering hole. Is that correct?
Yes. I think
All right.
Lubric Steakhouse, something like that.
So that's like
Sounds
the,
fancy.
The Morton's type.
Is it better than Black Angus?
Probably.
Oh.
Better than
It is-
Sizzler.
Oh, that's nonsense.
It is in Chicago. Chicago's got delicious food.
There you
Right.
go.
No, I don't know.
Ain't
I had
nothing
their
better than
pizza there.
Sizzler.
Their pizza's delicious.
Overrated.
Oh, how
Overrated.
dare you.
I'm just saying.
Deep dish sucks.
Thank you.
Coming
All right.
from you,
So,
surprisingly.
yeah, have you had Mexican food there? Pathetic.
Well, yeah.
Uh,
nobody goes
You're
to
in
Chi-
Chicago.
Nobody goes to Chicago
Right.
for Mexican food.
Mexicans do? All
Okay,
right.
that's like going to China and asking for carne de
Yeah, give me your
res.
best hot dog.
You know, can I get a pozole in China?
You're starting it right.
You might get it, but it'll probably be like cat.
All right. The views and opinions of B.A. Marcus Frey are the views and opinions of B.A. Marcus Frey and B.A. Marcus Frey alone. They do not represent the views and opinions of Orange County Championship Wrestling, the Royal Ramble, the Free Admission Channel, or anyone else who's not a bigot.
Yeah.
No, bigot. I know what they use for their
Very
food. I'm
offensive
not a
of you.
bigot.
He's not wrong.
I'm offended.
Right.
I'm offended.
They have
And-
a local cat problem.
And for his opinion on the topic of stolen titles, we have B.A. Marcus Frey and Go.
Well, to me, there are two different ways that you look at this. The one way is, how dare a person disrespect a wrestler, or the craft, and the things that a wrestler owns or has at that point in time by stealing it just because the person left it unattended. The second viewpoint of this is how dare a wrestler who has a title and should be responsible for that title leave it sitting somewhere unattended to where some jackass can take it from him. You are responsible for this title. You earn this title. Whether you have a partner waiting for you at home or you have your own goddamn title, you take responsibility for that title. You keep it on your side at all goddamn times. You will never see this title leave my side because I am an important person for holding this goddamn title. I earned this damn thing. I worked hard for it, and you will never take this from me. You will never take this from me.
We're done.
Can somebody give him a Snicker bar? Jeez.
No, point taken. Clearly, our friend B.A. Marcus Frey has strong feelings about someone losing, having stolen, not taking care of their title belt. And for his opinion on the subject, we have someone who has a little more experience on the topic.
Let's hear the irresponsible ones.
What
did you do?
Now, first of all, I empathize with Mr. Chris Jericho. Who among us has not been blackout drunk at a steakhouse, lost their pants in the bushes, woke up in an alley somewhere covered in your own vomit, and you can't really remember, the last couple of days? If we're going to live in this glass house just throwing stones around, you know what I mean? I'm not going to cast the first one at Chris Jericho. Oh my God, the wild rockstar guy went on a bender and forgot where his luggage was. He's used to just buying new bags and whatnot. All the women ripping his clothes off, taking his shirts, taking his belt, taking his pants, taking his, genetic material for later use to try to bring up in a court of law. You know how it is as a rock star. We got to go through customs. We got to get Uber drivers. We got to get limo drivers. We got to go through airport security and leave the belt behind. You don't know what it's like, little people, to have to carry something valuable at all times. You know what I mean? You have your little phone and your wallets and whatnot. Sometimes things get lost. Things happen.
I don't know, man. It doesn't sound like the best
Your
argument.
story keeps changing.
You compared a championship belt to a wallet. A wallet is something small that can be lost. It can be misplaced. If you lose this, you are out of your goddamn mind.
Out of it. All right.
Way out.
Clearly, we have two very
Out there.
passionate yet differing points of view. Our next topic. Nah, you know what?
Hey,
Let's do it.
Wait.
Do
At
the
least
topic.
AEW let him leave the building with his championship belt. You all criticize D6W. Oh, that's stupid. Why don't they let people take the belt home? This is why, Chris Jericho. This is why. You ruined it for everyone. Now nobody's to be trusted with those expensive belts.
Where's your belt?
With Oso Loco, I think. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about me recognizing him as
not leaving
champion in your
What's
stead.
What's the next topic here?
safe.
But you don't want to stir up more and more.
No, I'm
Pro wrestling seminars.
Alright.
Pro wrestling seminars. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, pro wrestling seminars can be anything from instructional, i.e., you're a budding professional wrestler and someone who's been in the business, who's no longer making money in the WWE, now wants to make money by selling you his knowledge, right? He's going to guide you into they have pro wrestling seminars in that respect. Pro wrestling seminars where the average fan will go to hear a former big-time professional wrestler talk about his experiences and whatnot and how it applies to day-to-day life. All right? Pro wrestling seminars, there you go. It runs the gamut of what it can be. So, for his opinion on pro wrestling seminars, we're going to start with Joey Barone. Which is it?
Barone.
Thank
No,
you,
Johnny
Barone.
B, man. Johnny B.
It's not Joey Jabroni.
It's not Joey Jabroni.
Go. You have 1 minute.
All right, 1 minute. I think for anyone in the wrestling business, going to pro wrestling seminars is great. Me personally, I have my own recommendation of someone that I personally been trained by.
Feel free.
Perfect. Thank you. His name's Chris Silvio.
Not him. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
he's a great mind. He knows a lot about the wrestling business, a lot about the psychology of wrestling. I have learned a great deal from him at my time in OVW. He is more on the east side of the country, but anyone that is willing to learn, he does online seminars. You can fly him out, and he'll do a seminar at your school. And I always recommend anyone that's an independent wrestler in the independent circuit to try and grow that as much as possible. And I think he's a great mind to utilize.
And you still have time on the clock there, Joey Barone.
Want me to sing you a song?
Yeah,
No.
I want another one. Sing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, Canada.
For his
my
opinion on
home.
pro wrestling seminars, we have Freddie, the Chiver, Havoc, and Go.
Seminars. What can I say? I think they're very. They're actually good for the business, in my opinion. I've attended a few. I've attended a seminar back in the day. Not back in the day, but a few years back. I attended a Crime Time seminar, along with. No. They were doing a seminar with Sembodi. Very knowledgeable. They let some of the wrestlers that attended. They picked a few who were allowed to go in there and do a match. And after their match, they critiqued them, and I think that's very knowledgeable because as a wrestler, you're trying to get better, which is the reason why we say go train, because there's still so much you can learn. I mean, me at 36 years old, I'm still trying to learn everything I can. Now I'm in the ring, trying to learn lucha libre. Even though I knew it back then, but I'm trying to get more up to date with what's going on in the business. Not too long ago, we had a seminar here at OCCW with Hardcore Holly and Al Snow, and they ripped me a new one, me and Gus.
You want to weigh in on this, either one of you? All right. For his opinion on pro wrestling seminars, we have the inimitable Azrael.
I mean, I think they're great. I think they're important. I think if you want to stretch your horizons, like you have to get information from people who have been doing this on a national level. People make fun of it unless they want you to go to the one that they're drawing money from. Then they're always a fantastic idea. Jim Morrison, I was at that one that he was talking about with Jim Morrison. Shelly Martinez was there. Crime Time was there. Yeah. Or John. Yeah. No. Johnny Mundo.
Okay.
John Morrison, not Jim Morrison. Teddy Hart was here at the OCCW dojo, so I've been to that one. Evan Bourne, who's been to WrestleMania. So why wouldn't you want the opinion of people who've done this on a national level? They see you work, they watch your match, they tell you what you think. D'Lo Brown saw my match, told me what he think. Sim Bodie's told me what he thought. Funny Bone is great. Funny Bone's got a lot of information. So if you want to find, and also the tryouts, the seminars, you have people who are hiring for Ring of Honor, hiring for Lucha Underground, hiring for everywhere that you want to be, hiring for MLW. I've been to one with Conan before. So it's like you want to see what are they looking for in people, and you get to ask them questions.
Very good. And for his opinion on pro wrestling seminars, we have B.A. Marcus Frank.
Well, I mean, I believe that, and I've said this before, and I'll say it again, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, that those that have come before us will pave the way for the future. The guys that have been through the business, that know the ins and outs, everybody knows a little something different. Some of them might know the best way to do a lockup, while others might know the best way to project your character to the crowd. You can never have enough as far as seminars. Now, I do believe that some are better for certain people than others. If you're looking for more of a hands-on one, do your research. Don't just go and say, well, I really like this wrestler, so I'm going to go to his seminar. Do your research. Find out how this guy holds his seminars, what he does. I went to D'Lo Brown's seminar, and I felt like I learned a lot. Mind you, he was one of my favorite wrestlers growing up, so I was gung-ho about going to that seminar. But then, once I got the opportunity, one thing that he told me was a real wrestler doesn't let his title leave his side.
I mean, they don't let you go through airport security with it, man. I can't wear. When I go to downtown Disney, they do the whole pat down. I got to take it off. I got to leave it by the thing. And when it's in there, I don't know. One of these kids can grab it while I'm not looking.
Robert, can you put that up again for us?
There's been a few places I've seen, like Instagram, where wrestlers are just that with their belts without a problem.
Yeah, but you got to do it every day, day after day. And one of these times, you're going to lose that thing.
I've even heard stories where
so
they fly with
there's
them.
your opinion on such topics. If you have them in the future, please feel free to send them in.
Topic.
Want to give a shout out to everybody out there. Once again, Saturday, September 14th at American Legion Post 716. Come witness Next Level. You'll see all three of these men. You'll see Joey Barone, on our show, you'll hear the voice of the Angels, Joey the Bull Hinojosa,
All right, real quick,
Santana.
a couple
Yeah.
more shout outs real quick.
Flying out of hell.
Victoria Garcia, Joe Gonzalez, who else here? K-Cat's watching.
Hey,
and,
K-Cat.
Oh, and Rachel. She's actually watching too.
Hey.
What up?
Hey, Yoga Star, don't listen to this guy, all right? Because he's gonna. You just don't let people objectify you, baby. I love you.
There's no. You already
Yeah,
know.
you know.
I'ma
No.
talk to you
Ladies
right
and
now.
gentlemen,
Me and you,
for
young
B.A.
son.
Marcus,
You
Hi,
already
Rachel.
know there's no
for
objectification
Azrael.
here.
Special thanks to my friend Freddie Havoc and Joey Baroni and Joey the Bull. And all your bumps
Be all
be taken in the ring.
We'll see you next week.
I ain't mad at you.